Let's get it. Alright. What's good, famo? Alright, so there's a few information. A few little bits, pieces of information that I want to talk to and tell a lot of the up-and-coming artists that follow me. Up-and-coming artists that follow, Absol, Lupe, B.O.B., and all of the other artists that actually have a desire to speak to the minds. Today I'm going to give y'all some information so y'all don't go down the road that some of your favorite artists went down. Alright, so every morning I get messages in my DMs, or I get messages on Facebook or via YouTube or whatever it is. I get messages from up-and-coming artists and artists who are like, yo, man, I understand what's happening in the world. Yo, how do I maneuver in the rap game? I'm going to tell you, the valuable thing you need to understand. The rap game is not designed for that. The rap game is not designed for trying to get the message across directly. The rap game is not designed for us to awake people or spread positivity. The rap game is not designed for that. So if you are trying to make it in the rap... Wait, let me work something down to you. If you're trying to make it in the rap game, it's already hard. Just making it in the rap game. Because there's agendas, there's certain people who are artist development, there's certain niggas that are... Look, there's many 6ix9ines in the rap game. Many. 6ix9ine is not the first. Most of the rappers that have something to say about 6ix9ine, 9 times out of 10, they're the exact same thing. They have to hurry up and point the finger so you don't look at them any type of way. But a lot of these niggas is gimmicks. Police, FBI's, all type of shit. A lot of them. Some niggas was Crips, now they Bloods. Some niggas Bloods, now they Crips. It's all type of shit. Like, the whole everything. But so when you really think about it, bad enough is hard to make it in the rap game. But trying to make it in the rap game that is completely designed off the push of negativity, off the push of the destruction of the mentality. So I'm going to break it down to y'all in minuscule steps. First, it's the fans. You can't never pop if fans don't see you on the major outlets. And psychologically, you feel like you're not doing enough because you're not big enough. If you're not big enough, you don't get booked. If you don't have enough money, or if you don't have enough fans, you don't get booked at the major big events. If you don't get booked at the major big events, quote unquote, the fans don't take you as serious. If you don't look serious, you don't make the type of bread you need to make to even get in the position to speak to people, because we live in an era where nobody wants to listen to a broke nigga. This is actual facts. I don't give a fuck what information you got in your head. Nobody's gonna listen to you if you stand on the corner dirty. This is actual facts. I don't give a fuck what. You can have all the information in the world. They already designed the mentality of the minds that don't listen to a nigga with no money. This is the way the world works. You won't listen. And this goes for all of us. That goes for everybody in here. I don't give a fuck how woke you are. My nigga, let me tell y'all something. Everything I've been talking about, I already talked about this shit. I just talked about it when I was an up-and-coming artist and nobody gave a fuck. So you know what I did? I did a bunch of stupid shit to get y'all niggas' attention. Now I got y'all attention. I can say what the fuck I want to say. But look. Nobody wants to talk to a nigga who don't got numbers. This is actual facts. Nobody. So the whole setup is it's a game we play. It's always been a game we play. How this whole rap game is designed. So in the beginning, I sound like I'm about to start the Bible, huh? In the beginning, there was Adam. But no, right? In the beginning, we had a lot of positive music. And in the beginning, I believe hip-hop wasn't just... People didn't rap to make money. I don't think nobody was like, nigga, I'm a rap to make money. People were rapping for different reasons. People were rapping because they wanted respect. People were rapping because they wanted to say what they wanted to say to the world. Like, you look at, like, Public Enemy. You feel me? You look at, like, all the people back in the days. You look at the Lauryn Hills. You look at the, certain people back in the day. People were rapping because they wanted to tell our people what it really was. And I think the higher up people seen that as a threat to their overall agenda, because we got to understand there is an agenda. Whether y'all want to understand it or not, there is 1000% a agenda that is designed to destroy the minds of all black people. There is an agenda. Whether you could sit here and act like it ain't. You could sit here and say, yeah, we living in a peaceful world and slavery is in the past. You could sit here and lie to yourself all you want. There is a agenda, and that agenda is live. It will always be alive. As long as there's two different types of species on the planet, that agenda will always be alive. There is an agenda to destroy all forms of any form of consciousness in the black community. There is a mega agenda. So, I think at that moment, the higher up people seen what was happening. We had songs like Fight the... Look, I want you to really think about this. These were songs that were on the radio. Fight the Power was on the radio. You're Down with OPP was on the radio. UNITY was on the radio. Like, these was big records. Nas, I Know I Can. Like, these was records that was on the radio. These were hit records. Like, they were big records. Michael Jackson, Human Nature, and all this shit was big records. Like, there was a time when making a song that mattered was the hit. This is my dog. There was a time when making a song that actually mattered was a hit. There was a time. Right? I feel like someone higher up was like, hey guys, let's have our meeting amongst all our billionaire slave owners and all our slave owners and all the billionaire niggas with all the shit that secretly, all the doctors, the nigga pharmaceutical companies, all y'all niggas. Look, right? Because they all in together. You got the doctors, the lawyers, the court system, the judge, all them higher up niggas, they all in on it. Everybody all in on it, right? All the niggas who run all the major events, all the South Bys, the AC3, everybody in on it. Everybody. Every single person is in on it. All the higher ups, all in. Everybody. Every big old everybody in on it. All right. Say, hey, let's have a meeting. Well, what's the meeting? Everybody get a meeting. They go, okay, look. Apparently, these niggas... Bad enough we took their language from them. This is the problem. Let me go deeper. Our language was stolen from us, so we will never be able to get the right messages to the people as we should. That's the first step. Every other race in the world got their own language or got a language, and they normally speak two languages. They got their native language, speak English. Black people are the only niggas that don't speak their home language. So in all actuality, we fucked at a large level. Right? So they said, okay, look, man. We took them niggas' language. We tried to erase them from communicating, but somehow they learned our language. And we tried to trick them with our language. We gave them our language. We tricked them. We gave them school and we gave them all type of shit. But somehow these niggas found a way to learn our language to wake their own people up. We gotta find out a way to fix this fuckery, because now they're communicating with our language, but they using it against us. So we gotta find a way to fix this shit. Okay. He gave us all that shit, bro. So, you know what they did? They said, look, let's go find the dumbest niggas from around the whole world. Let's find the dumbest niggas from around the dumbest. Like, I'm talking about the dumbest motherfuckers that the street respect. Let's find the dumbest people ever and pay them large amounts of money. And put them all in the spotlight, flashy glitter, put diamonds on them, because you know black people love sparkly items. Just put diamonds on them, sparkly items, sparkle them up and dangle them in front of their own people. And tell their own people, hey, if you do something like this, we will pay you too. That was the setup. Now this is the thing, right? The epic setup is we are all in poverty. Most black people grow up in poverty. Why do black people go up in poverty? No, listen. We got to go deeper than this. We have to go deeper than the whole scenario of how it's set up. Why do black people grow up in poverty? Why do black people grow up in urban communities? Why do black people grow up in fucked up communities? Do we grow up in fucked up communities because we have a choice? Or do we grow up in fucked up communities because someone destroyed our native habitat and brought us here? This is what you got to understand. We don't grow up in fucked up scenarios because we just chose to fuck it up. It don't work like that. We grow up in fucked up scenarios because somebody put us in fucked up scenarios and destroyed everything we ever had, created an entire system designed for us to fail in, and placed us inside of these cages, right? A neighborhood is also a cage, and it's created, right? Look at the street names. Look at the names of the street. Look at the name of the company. Look at the churches. Look at everything that's done, from the library, from the school system, everything, right? So when we grow up in fucked up environments, this is the epic loop-de-loop. Take everything from them. When they got nothing, you can dangle food in front of them and they'll bite. If we starving, it's easy for us. If we starving, it's very easy for us to bite on small forms of food. So look, you put a dog in the cage for fucking nigga 20 years, 30 years, and you barely feed them. And you give them a little something, the dog gonna eat anything. For example, till this day, black people still eat chitlins. When I see my people eating chitlins, I automatically want to go on a killing spree. No, listen to what I'm saying. Black people still to this day, we're talking about out of slavery, black people still eat chitlins. No, like really, really sit and think about this. I want you to really think about this. Black people to this day eat chitlins. They eat pig dookie cords. You grew up loving chitlins. This is the fucked up part about life. My nigga, they fed us scraps. And we fell in love with it. No, listen. They fed us pig dookie strings, and black people they fed it to us so much that when we got out of slavery, we still loved it. This is how deep this shit is. I want you to really, really think about this. This is how deep this is. I remember the first time I seen somebody in my family cooking chitlins. And I was like, what the fuck? That's dookie. No. You don't understand. My grandma made chitlins. She had the whole house smelling like dookie. The whole entire house was smelling like dookie. So I go in the kitchen, they squeezing the dookie out the thing, out all the chitlins. Then they cook the chitlins, and then they putting hot sauce on them. And then I was sitting there watching them slurp up dookie cords. I said, wait, what? Wait, what? They talking about you don't want none? Hell no! Fuck! In a sense, you have to think about what type of social programming for a black person to eat dookie cords. I want you to think about this. I want you to really let this sit in your mind. We have been destroyed that much to the point we have fell in love with dookie cables. No, that's how deep we've been fucked over. I want you to really, really sit this in. We've been brainwashed to infinity. We fell in love with dookie strings. They might as well make chitlin Twizzlers pulling pills. You get your little pack of chitlins, pull them off. Nah, it's not. It ain't. Yo, look, Jesse, it ain't nothing funny about this, bro. I mean, it sound funny. You could laugh, but it ain't a joke at all. We fell in love with chitlin strings, man. So think about this. We've been destroyed on multiple levels, on top of multiple levels, on top of multiple levels. And then, finally, we came out of the slump and said, you know what? All right, we ain't going back to Africa. They won't even let, you know how white people be like, go back to Africa. In my mind, I'd be like, if I could, I would, bitch. I ain't got no passport. Bitch, give me 100 or something. Bitch, you want to take me to the passport agency, give me a passport, fly me back? I would kindly leave. You feel me? I know a lot of people. I remember one time a black person told me go back to Africa. I was like, bitch, if I had the bread, I'd be gone. So don't let people tell you go back to Africa, because they really ain't gonna let you go. All right. I'm just keeping it real. They really ain't gonna let you go. That's a bluff. They don't want you to go nowhere, bitch. They try to keep you here forever at work. But look, so going deeper, right? Over many years of us being fucked, because I ain't gonna lie, our grandparents, they was fucked. Look, I want you to really think about that. Like, as a person that understands in this world, I want you to go back and think about your grandparents. Which some of y'all got mixed grandparents, so y'all grandparents had a little house. You feel me? Y'all got a little boost. But I'm talking about if you got some black grandparents, I want you to really sit there and think about that. Man, they was damn near slaves still. My granny come in the house talking about wrench it off. How's about y'all wrench it off? Don't be eating us dirt and wrench it off. Go get that watermelon and wrench it off. Man, my grandma was about one step, man. She about a foot away from a slave. I'm just keeping it real. We gotta be honest. We act like slavery was far ago. Man, that shit was about 4 generations ago. That ain't too far ago. On my mama, we can't just be acting like slavery was a thing that happened 500 years ago and all. Man, that shit happened 70, 80 years ago. It's happening still in the South. My mama, you go deep in some of them South areas, you gonna see niggas shoe shining and niggas, you go to, man, I went to a nigga house. Oh God, we was in North Carolina, Pete. I'm gonna keep it real with you. We was in North Carolina. We went to visit one of the investors. We in was it North Carolina or South Carolina? Which one more racist? North Carolina or South Carolina? Which one? I can't remember what part. We was in Carolina, wherever it was. We wanted to visit one of the investors. We go to the investor house. On God, a black dude answered the door. Hello. I said, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this Mr. Bentley? Man, I'm shooting jokes. Remind you, my mind wasn't all the way woke yet, so I wasn't thinking like that. On God, he had the button-up thing on, the little tie, the little gloves. He had the white glove. He looked like he was ready for a funeral. You know them. On God, he had the bow tie on, the gloves on. He walking through the house. Would you guys like any water? So I'm shooting jokes on him the whole time. Man, who is this? Mr. Bentley? Hey, Mr. Bentley, check it out. Gee. Look at him. Oh, God, he looked like he about to go with the Mickey Mouse gloves on and all that. Look at him. I'm shooting plenty of jokes, right? But as I got older and I woke up, I said, oh, crap, he had a slave. And it was 2012. Man, it was 2012. On God in heaven, he had a real slave. You know the movie Django with, what's his name? The movie Django with Samuel L. Jackson. Oh God, he had one of them. The nigga steady walking up to the white dude asking him, did he need anything? Did you need anything? The white dude like, nah, I'm okay. Man, 5 minutes later, come out. Anyone need water? You need water? No, I'm okay. Oh God, he had a slave. On my dead granny, rest in peace, he had a slave. Oh God, it's a big old mansion. It looked like the White House, low-key. You know, with the pillars in the front, like the slave-looking house. Oh God, it's a white dude in there and it's a black butler in there just doing everything. I said, this is a slave. Ain't no way around it. It's a slave. Oh God, it's an Alfred. Oh God, it was a slave. So more of the story is, what I'm saying is we can't act like that shit happened a long time ago. This shit's still happening right now in a lot of places in the world. So, over the many years, black people in general started to realize, okay, we're fucked. Hey guys, we're fucked. We are fucked. Only thing we can do is try to break the spell with some of the words that we got. Right? And I think a lot of smart black people think like that. A lot of smart black people know we're fucked, and we're fucked on the level of fuck. So we got to use whatever we got. It's so fucked up that I can't even talk to y'all in native language because our own people, like, this is the epic trap. The epic trap is when a black person do still learn his own language. When the black person go, you know what? I'm going to unplug from the system and try to learn the language. Our minds have been so diluted and reprogrammed that we can't even process our own native tongue. Right? As a whole, if you make a song right now in Africa, you ain't reaching no black people. If you make a full African hit, you ain't reaching no black people. They don't want to hear that shit. They better take your ass back to Swahili with that bullshit. If you make a full song in Swahili, ain't no black person in the world listening to your shit. Man, no black person in America want to hear that shit. This how much our minds been diluted. So, what I'm saying is, some black people go, okay, cool. I know we don't got our own language. I know we don't got nothing. All we could do is use the language that we got to speak to the mass. Now, the thing with that is, when you are trying to speak to the mass, you are very limited. They're not going to push you. You're not going to get no type of major media exposure. The minute you start speaking on certain stuff in the high point of your career, people are going to back out stuff. People are going to pull out stuff. There is no way to fully win as a conscious artist unless you disguise it. Right? Now, what is the point of disguising something? Why in the world do you have to disguise waking people up? Why do you have to disguise the truth? Why do you have to look? So I was in a meeting with some big people about my next project. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I walked in the office, I was like, yeah, let's listen to the music. I got some very dope records. You know, y'all heard a few of them, Addicted to Sober, you feel me, Backpack, a lot of the new shit, Down, a lot of the new shit for the next project. And I walked in the office, and it's like, oh, let me hear the music. I'm playing and they vibing to it. Vibing. Ooh, this is fire. Boom, 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 boom. Right? It's fire. They vibing it. They vibing to it. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So I go, yeah, man, y'all fuck with that? Like, yo, we fuck with that. I'm like, yo, who else y'all got on the roster for this year, for next year, for top of the year? When you seen the niggas that they had on the roster, I said, oh, baby. No. I don't want to say no names. Future. Could you? Yeah, but I said, oh, so if you like this music, why you pumping that music? This is what I asked the nigga. If I asked the head of the meeting, I said, hey, if you really like this project, why y'all sign all them niggas that promote that shit? You know what the nigga told me flat out? He said, this what the urban community wants. You know, we got to go with what they want, whatever's in demand. I said, what do you mean this what they want? He said, we got to go with what's in demand and like what the large demographic is buying right now. I said, dear Mr. Radio Man, do you know nobody likes none of the music that come out? Do you know that? He said, what do you mean? People love these records. I said, no, they don't. Nobody like none of the music that comes out right now. The shit get played 5,000 times on the radio, and then they get... Nobody like chitlins. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is why I threw the chitlin aspect in there. Nobody liked chitlins, but it was given to us so many times, and it was all we had to eat that we fell in love with it. This is the same thing with the bullshit music. Nobody likes it, but yet it is played so many times. Not only is it played, I'm going to break something else down to you. A lot of the music is recorded with magic. Y'all don't understand this. I keep telling y'all, there's a difference between a nigga recording at home and a nigga recording in the big studio. There's a lot of shit that go into these big records that make them get stuck in your head. Sonics, frequencies, all type of shit. When you record it on Avalon and multiple racks and the big mixer boards, all that shit play a very serious role on how the music goes inside your ear, how it attacks to your brain. A lot of that is alchemy. No, it really is, bro. Y'all don't understand. It's a lot that goes on when recording in big studios, bro. It's a lot. Y'all don't understand that, bro. It's a lot. They don't, bro. I'm telling you. So I go, look, bro, you know that nobody likes none of the music that comes out. Nobody. It just get played a lot of times from the major platforms that y'all have already designed to put inside people's minds that if it's on that major platform, it's good. Hot Girl Summer was garbage. From the lyrics, from the beat, it's trash. Look, a lot of records that come out is butt juice, bro. They're chitlins. We're in the era, it's hypnosis, bro. We're in the era where they're feeding us chitlins, bro. And we falling in love with them and we eating it. It's chitlins, bro. Hey, side note, big shouts out to Big Sean. I really like Big Sean new record. I heard something on the radio from Big Sean the other day, and I was like, this is probably the most positive song that we've gotten all year. It was like on some love yourself, you feel me, better yourself, be a better person. I was like, let's go, Big Sean. Look, side note, shouts out to Big Sean. I don't even know the name of the record. I just heard it on the radio yesterday. And I was like, yo, this is different. There is a shift happening. I don't know what song it was from Big Sean, but it was like on some like, I love myself, I'm a better myself, I'm gonna be a better person, like, you know, practice what you preach, treat others with respect, meditate. It was all type of shit in there, and I was like, wait, hold on. It was different. No, it was fire. I don't know what song it was. It was fire. Shouts out to Big Sean for that. But going to the like real shit. No, I just was with Janae Aiko. We was just in Hawaii together. She's most definitely tapped into a lot of stuff. Big Sean been in his bag too. A lot of people are in their bag right now, and I think we're going through a full consciousness shift in not only in music, but just in real life. I think people are going through a consciousness shift, and I think this happened so many years. So like I said, we're in a point to where we're eating chitlins and people love it, but I think people are now like, wait a minute, what we eating? That's happening. Like, it's happening. We're in the era where motherfuckers are starting to wake up. Motherfuckers are starting to really, really wake the fuck all the way up. There is a polar shift happening. There's all type of shit happening. We're in an era where people are trying to wake up. People want to wake up. I said it in one of my raps. Consciousness is becoming a trend. Everybody jumping in their third eye back like it's so cool. Old news. You feel me? Popping the chakras, chopping the tofu from Whole Foods, but you don't get the Whole Food GMO wax pack. Info so glued. Oh no, can't even talk about cow. Fuck up your whole mood. Whatever, right? I said it in whatever. So we're in the era where people are most definitely waking up. A lot of people are saying, okay, I get it. Now this is the thing. When you do finally wake up, you have to realize, if I'm going to be woke, I can no longer rely on the system, because if you start relying on the system, you're not going to be able to financially grow. You're going to live in a world where you're always trying to fight an uphill battle. So what I'm saying is, as the people who get it, the people who are woke or whatever, we have to create a new environment, a new ecosystem that strives off the feed, or not even that lives off the input, or the, I don't want to say donations, but the input of the quote-unquote conscious community, right? We have to focus in that spectrum. Everybody has the same info that we put into that spectrum of negativity or those type of worlds. Everybody has to put that info into that spectrum. The problem is, there is no people at the top, right? There is nobody that is like super, super, super woke that got the bag, right? So we have to find a way, like I said, we have to find a way to financially grow the conscious community, because everything is based upon finances in America. You cannot maneuver without finances. We have to find a way to financially boost this community. What Kanye is doing is smart. Kanye is about to become a billionaire, and I'm telling you how he's going to become a billionaire. He's going to feed off the innocent prayers. That's what most people do when they really want to get the bag. You know what? Go back into religion. Religious people are fucking complete idiots, and they're going to keep paying for their way into heaven. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Religious people really feel paying is going to work. I'm going to break something down to y'all. If you really believe in God, you don't have to pay a goddamn thing. And don't tell me the church need water and the church need power. Because if it was a house of the Lord and God really cared about the house, he'll literally keep the lights on by himself. So don't tell me that the building needs to be paid for. This is a house of the Lord. God should pay the bill. I mean, we're talking about a magical man that has all the power to do everything. Bitch, you should snap your fingers and the light should come on. Actually, when you go in church, you shouldn't even have to charge your phone. Your shit should just charge up. Random Wi-Fi charging. This is a house of the Lord. Don't talk to me about no money, no nothing. There should be no cables, all the keyboards, everything should just work magically. This is a house of the Lord. There should be no power, no nothing, no cords, no cables, no nothing, bitch. Everything just on. Kanye understands that. Kanye said, you know what? I'm about to get back in church and rob all these niggas. That's exactly what he about to do. He about to rob the entire Christian community. He about to rob them blind. Do you know some of the biggest artists in the world are Christian artists? Some of the best, biggest artists in the world are Christian artists. There's no way you can have all that type of money, go study, travel the world, and learn all that shit and dive back into it. This nigga about to feed off of them niggas, bro, badly. You know what? He gonna sell them niggas shoes. He gonna be in church giving niggas 50% off Yeezy shirts. Watch. My pops always told me, if you ever want to get the bag, start a church. My pops always told me, if you ever want to get a bag. If you ever want to really get a bag, start a church. Feed off the innocent prayer of church people, bro. People will pay. Long as they think they going to heaven, they will pay. Make sure you don't never read the Bible to them, because if you finally read the Bible to them, they going to understand they don't need you no more. So make sure you never read the Bible to them. Right? When you start a church, you just read little piece by piece and just read the Bible. Make sure it take about 60, 70 years before you read the whole Bible. My pops told me that. You read the Bible, you study it, but when you got all them people in church, just read a little piece every Sunday. They'll be happy with that and they'll give you money. I said, damn, Pops. He said, yeah, man, I went broke a few times, had a church. You know, how you think we got that little house one time? I started a church. I said, you a cold hustler, Pops. But look, so I understand that. But going back to what I was saying, right? There's a lot of things that we need to start doing to create financial circulation inside the quote-unquote conscious community, so we will never rely on trying to break through the walls. You got, like, Absol should be a zillionaire with all the information that he has given to the world. Lupe Fiasco should be a billionaire with all the information he has given to the world. Nas is up there, but he should still be a billionaire, a trillionaire, whatever. Not even trillion. Fuck billion or trillion. These niggas should be infinitely rich with all the information they have given to the world. But it's not like that, because the game is not designed like that, right? You got Public Enemy, you got certain motherfuckers that should have billions, but it's not given to the world because there's no system designed for them to maneuver in. So there has to be a system designed for people to maneuver in. There has to be an overall system designed for people to maneuver in. For example, we need a conscious tour. They need conscious festivals. They need festivals that get it. They need clothing. They need boom. We need another magazine. Like, you know how they got XXL? We need another magazine that got, nigga, the freshman class of the woke niggas, right? Like, you got to think, we need a World Star. We need an Everyday Struggle. We need all these little things, right? We need all these little things that are for this type of community, like, right? Everything. You need all these little aspects that are for this type of community in order for us to build an entire ecosystem inside of this realm. This is possible. We could do it. It's just everybody got to get together. So I'm telling y'all, as fans, right? As fans, there's going to come a time, and that's why I'm telling y'all this. There's going to come a time where you're going to have to pick sides. There isn't going to be any playing both sides of the fence. There isn't going to be like Monday I'm listening to some fuck shit, Tuesday I'm in my right shit bag. No, there's going to come a time where you're going to have to come over here. You're going to have to focus all your energy to one side. Either you with the building or you with destroying. There's going to come a time. You're with focusing all your heart on energy on building, or you focusing all your heart on energy on the motherfuckers that's destroying. Now, there's going to be a lot of people in here that's going to try to snake. There's a lot of snakes going to try to pull up in a scenario and going to try to say, okay, yo, boom, 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 this and that, we're doing this, we're doing that. And I think that's one of the biggest problems. There is a lot of snakes in the conscious community, just whether there's snakes in the real life community. But there's going to be a lot of people. So what we have to do is we kind of got to build a whole entire Black Wall Street. Like, I feel like this, like my man mentioned Nature Boy earlier. And I don't really talk about Nature Boy because that was probably the most scariest thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. But in a scenario, it's things like that, right? And I tell people, before you donate all your effort into somebody, you got to do your full background checks on some of these people, because some of these people is kind of wild. So I was actually cool with Nature Boy. We was actually friends, right? And you know, I talked to him a few times about some things as far as like, yo man, like I like what you're doing. I like how you got your family off the grid and shit. I like how y'all living in the woods and shit. Like that shit is dope. That shit was always dope to me, right? That shit was all dope to me. Like I'm like, yo, I like that. Like eventually, like I want to unplug from the grid. Like, you know, that's like one of my ultimate goals, to unplug from the whole grid. Right? That was one of my things. Right? No, not Ric Flair. But that was one of my things, like, that I've always wanted to do. Is like, you know, take my family, unplug from the grid, live wild, go back to like natural living. That's something that I always wanted to do. And I still want to do it. I am going to do it. So he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I used to always wonder, I'm like, yo, if you really unplugged from the grid, why are you still in the grid? Like, if I unplug from the world, y'all won't ever see me again. Like, if I go to the jungle in the woods somewhere, I'm not going live. I don't have a phone. I'm not back in this world. It's over. I'm out. So I used to always question, like, why, if you in the middle of the woods, like, how do you got Wi-Fi and shit? Like, why do you, like, it was just things I didn't understand. So I'm like, okay, cool. Right? So, you know, I'm like, okay, black man is God, melanin king, all this stuff. You know what I mean? The white man is the devil and this and this and that and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, I'm buying it. I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Right? So I'm like, hey, yo, bro. Like, I'm going to have to log into my WhatsApp so I could send y'all the screenshot. I'm like, hey, yo, bro, like, maybe within the next year, like maybe like 2019, 2020, man, like I'm going to get a group of people, bro, and we going to actually come out there and hang with your little tribe, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. And he's like, yo, that'd be amazing, King. That'd be amazing reflection. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this reflection thing is fire. I like reflection because it's like your mirror, your reflection. I'm buying it. Yeah, that'd be amazing. So maybe like a month after that, after we finish hollering, young Pharaoh, yo, Light, you might want to check this out. What's this? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God, I'm watching. Remind you, this is a 6'5", 6'6" black man, buff, melanated king. Oh, God. They had him bent over on the table. White dude was tickling his booty hole. Excuse my language, anybody I diss. White person was tickling his butt. On God, had him butt naked, bent over. Woohoo! On God. This on video. On crap. It was all black power, melanated king, white man is the devil. The man had I don't even want to show y'all because it's disgusting. This was melanated king. White dude was wiggling his booty. Sticking fingers in there and all that. On the dead homies. On the dead homies. Full gay porno. Gay. Full gay porno. White dude wiggling booties. Fully. Oh, my mama. I wanted to kill him for that. No, man, don't be doing that. On my mama, don't do that. That ain't good. Oh, man, you can't be out here wiggling butts. So what I'm saying is, you know, a lot of these niggas that talk that shit, you gotta watch these niggas. That's why in my scenario, what you doing, man? I hope you didn't use the bathroom. Man, you always using the bathroom out here, dog. Move. My scenario, right? So I'm thinking from, hey, Pixie, you're pregnant. Move. Move. Right. In my scenario, this is the solution to all of that, right? The solution to everything is we have to not be afraid to donate, not even donate, we have to not be afraid to fully invest into the people you see trying to do stuff on a large, right? For me, as a quote-unquote spokesman for this community, one thing you notice in my world, I don't ask y'all for nothing. All I need from y'all in general is time. That's it. Time. I don't really want anything from none of y'all. Time. Yo, take some of this stuff that I say and give it to somebody else. That's it. That's the best thing that I want out of all of this. Just continuously spread this shit. Tell your kids what they need to learn. Tell your parents what they need to learn. Whatever. Just, hey. Right? It's time. That's it. Just time. Like, yo, that's why I let all the YouTube channels. It's the, thank you. That's what I'm going to say. The domino effect. It's a domino effect because I understand my life don't mean nothing. One thing about the human beings is we're selfish. We believe that our life matter and our life do not matter. You are supposed to dedicate your entire 90 years here for the next generation. And that's where I'm at in general. What can I do right now to help a large amount of people that can shock the next generation? I get thousands of DMs a day. Yo, they like, thank you. You helped change my life. That's good enough. That's currency for me. Right? That's currency. Yo, Daylyt, you helped change my life. Yo, Daylyt, man, I'm going to have a better, stronger family because of the shit you told me about life. Now I can teach my kids this. That in itself, that's currency to me. Right? I'm okay with that. I'm fully okay with that. That is the best currency ever, to know that I made somebody a better person and that person is going to make somebody else a better person. That in general, that's how you change the future. I used to stress out, and I'm going to tell you what I used to stress about. I used to stress about, damn, I ain't going to be able to change the world while I'm here. And that's where all quote-unquote woke niggas fail, and we go through our great depressions because we feel like we not doing enough work while we're here. We're like, man, I want this shit to change while I'm here so I can walk in the shit that I've changed. You ain't gonna do that. And it took me time to understand that I'm not gonna be able to walk in my accomplishments. I'm not gonna be able to see my accomplishments. I gotta accept that. I had to accept that over the many years, and it was hard. It was hard to swallow, but I swallowed it. I'm not gonna be able to walk in the world that I wanted to create. I'm just gonna have to watch it from wherever the fuck I'm at, and I'm gonna say, that's dope. I help alter that. But other than that, I'm not going to be able to walk in that. Nobody's going to be able to walk in that. Why? Because if I start something that changes the world dramatically fucking 300 years from now, I won't be able to see it. Nobody won't be able to see it. Martin Luther King ain't get to see the world that he helped create. Malcolm X and Garvey and all, none of these niggas got to see the world they create. Even Nip. Nip is not even seeing the outcome. Nip didn't even get to see the Game Truth meeting. So I want you to think about that. All the shit Nip did to bring the communities together, he didn't even get to see it when it happened. So what I'm saying is, right, like, I understand it. I understand exactly what's happening in this world and how it's going to happen. All I ask from all of y'all supporters, or whatever you want to call yourself, whether y'all supporters, whether y'all fans, whether y'all friends, whether y'all trolls, whatever the fuck y'all are. This all I can ask from y'all before I get out of here, because I'm about to get to the little man. All I ask is that you take heed to some of the things I know and some of the things you know. Create your own ideas. Never just follow somebody and base your life around that person. Don't follow me and be like, I want to be exactly like that. Because no, we are all individual souls and we all have an individual life purpose. Take heed to some of the things I say. Take heed to some of the things that everybody say. Listen to the good things in people. Destroy the bad things. Listen to all the good things. And just teach your kids a different way of life from what we was taught. That is the ultimate thing we could do. Teach your kids, when you do have kids, also become a better person so you can have healthier kids, because information is also passed down genetically. So when you become a healthier person mentally and a stronger person mentally, you automatically pass down good genetics. Y'all see my sons. Every time y'all look at me and y'all look at my children, y'all be like, yo, Daylyt children smart. Do we teach them? I don't teach them shit. They fucking know it because I know it. If I'm around watching documentaries and all this shit all day and they just around, they gonna learn the shit. It ain't got nothing to do with me sitting there studying and all that. No. If I'm watching the shit and I'm around the shit, then they gonna learn it. For example, you see badass kids online talking about, fuck you, nigga, you a bitch. Nigga, I'm really out here. Who they mocking? Right? When you see badass kids, you see them all over the internet and they talking and the parents be cheering them on like, look at you, you really like your daddy. No, it's because they around the bullshit, so they gonna see the bullshit and the bullshit gonna implement inside them and it's passed down. So look, I just watch shit, I study shit. Well, not even watch it, but I study shit, I do meditate and I do all type of shit with my children. I take long walks in the park, we go hiking, we do all type of shit, we in nature. They just learn the shit naturally. Naturally, they naturally pick the shit up. Literally, naturally pick the shit up. So it ain't even about me being no good father and people like, yo, your father good. Like, look at this is my son PlayStation, bro. Look, I wake up in the morning, look what's down there. Bro, this is what I'm saying, like, so I'm saying, like, son, what you do last night? Oh, Dad, I watched the whole Matrix trilogy like 5 times. I was trying to understand it. Oh, that's good, son. Keep watching it. This is what I'm saying, right? Oh, was your brother asleep? No, he was watching it with me. So now my little son is teaching his little brother, yo, boom. So I got, look, he got his rocket chair, boom. You sit in yours, boom. You sit in yours. Boom. So you got 2 rocket chairs. Y'all sit there, watch y'all Matrix. Figure it out. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, I think I'm one of the few people that's thinking generationally. I think I'm one of the few people that's thinking domino effect, and I'm thinking generationally. I really care about 4 to 5 generations from now. If we could do the right thing as adults and train our kids the specific way, our kids could train their kids a specific way, and the list goes on. And then think about it. Every generation you add 2 or more people to the scenario. Right? So if I train my boys to be what they want to be, more than likely you're going to have 2 or 3 kids. Now, this is the problem. We're in an era where people don't really want to have that many children because they're financially not stable. I tell my kids this, and I tell my son this. You can have as many kids as you want. I tell my son that all the time. Most parents be like, boy, you better not have no kid. I tell my son, as soon as you hit 18, start having them. The way I'm about to do this shit is complete. As soon as you hit, man, you could be 16, 17, have them. Have as many as you possibly can before you die. We got a plan. On God, we gonna have our own school system, our own everything. We got a plan. We don't care about nothing what y'all talking about. We got a plan. On God, come to Grandpa's house. We got a plan. On God, Grandpa gonna teach us everything. I'm gonna have the school set up, all that. Have them. Most people don't want to have children because they don't want their children to go through the system. They don't want their children to go through all the fuck shit they went through. Most definitely, they not financially stable. They don't even have enough information to even raise the child. Most people are afraid to have children because they really don't have enough information to raise the child right. That's the problem. That's the whole problem. Most people are afraid to have children because they don't want to raise the children right. They don't have enough information, so they're afraid that the child is going to grow up on the short end of the stick. That's the truth. Most people, I can't have kids because I'm not even right. Hey, son, have them. Have them. Have them. As many as you possibly can, have them. Have them all. What? We gonna have a football team. I remember my grandfather walking in the house looking at all my mama kids, it was like 15 of them. Boom, I remember all of them, plus all his kids. He used to sit on the porch and look at 2 different generations of a whole new world. That's what I want to do. On God, I want to sit on my rocket chair. Look, bam. Sit on my rocket chair. God, with my big old peace pipe. Little JJ, bring your ass over here. What book you reading? Well, I'm reading Quantum Physics times the Monopoly of the Matrix, Grandpa Day. Oh, good job, boy. I'll get yourself for Christmas. Christmas isn't real, Dad. Santa Claus is a white man that doesn't exist, and if he did exist, he's technically a pedophile because he have children that's been working for him for years, and he won't let them go. Man, I taught you well, little JJ. Get your ass on over there. Thank you, Grandpa. Little Kiki, come here. What you reading? Well, I read the quantum mechanics times the physics of the quantum mechanics of the nebulas of the nucleus. What you say, boy? Man, why your nose running? Oh, because I was sick. I was poisoned by chemtrails. Oh, chemtrail? You know about the chemtrail? Yeah, but you taught us when we were young, Grandpa. Get your ass over there, little kid. You feel me? Oh, God, that's going to be my next generation. They going to know everything. Oh, God, they going to be dummy smart. My whole day, I'm going to just be sitting on my chair. I created a whole other world of crib. Oh God, my grandchildren gonna be lit. What? They gonna know everything. Oh, Baba. My grandchildren gonna know everything. They ain't gonna go for none of the bullshit. What? They gonna know the 15th Amendment. They talk about the police pull us over. They talk about, excuse me, sir, you don't have a right to do this under the laws of the Constitution. Police gonna be talking about, oh yeah, these little niggas know something. Hey, get up out of here. My grandchildren gonna know everything. Oh, what? Oh God, I'm gonna create a super army. Fuck you talking about. We gonna be walking down the street, all type of shit. No, for real. Man, when I get about 40-something, you're blowing big buzz. Fuck you talking about? You think I'm going to be conscious for this long? You crazy. You think you drive yourself crazy. Oh, God. I get about 40-something, it'll blow big old buzz. Oh, God, I'm going to have a long peace pipe. Long one, oh, God. What's the deal, JJ? My mama. For real, man. But anywho, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'll get back to y'all niggas. I love y'all. Y'all niggas take care. Appreciate